Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Gratitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaita Amrita Varshini Bhagavati Ashtadashadhyayini Amba Tvam Anusandadhami Bhagavad Gita Bhavaddeshinim Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsa Charnu Ramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Bande Jagat Gurum. We were studying the 11th chapter. Not 10. 8th chapter, sorry. Yes, 8th chapter and up to 11 we have already studied. Akshara Brahma Yoga. 8th Ashtama Adhyaya, 8th chapter. Now we will chant from 10, the verse number 10, from there we will start, and then we will continue, and then we will explain some of the verses. The verse 10 is very important in this chapter. Why? Because that explains a completely different way that life is eternal. There are so many lives are there. Apparently eternal. Apparently eternal. Why apparently eternal? Because it may, the moment you will understand, the knowledge will dawn, then this circle will stop. Or otherwise you have to go on taking birth and death, this circle. To stop that circle, what one should do? Now he is telling over here on the 10th verse. Prayana kale manasa achalena bhakta yukto yoga balena chaiva Dhruvo madhe prana aveshya samyak satam param purusham upaiti divyam priyana kale manasa achalena. Now, one gentleman came today to visit, and we were discussing about the mundane life and spiritual life. I told, what is the mundane and spiritual life? Two things always necessary to live a life, like the body and the mind. And the object of the body and the mind, if it becomes the worldly things, which is constantly temporary, which is constantly changing, if we give our mind to that, we call it worldly life. And center of the worldly life is ego. Center of the worldly life is enjoyment, sense enjoyments. This is one. Same body, same mind. Now taking another turn, if it goes towards the spirit, goes towards the Atman, consciousness, God, the same body, same mind, we reach to spiritual life. So body and mind are just like any instrument. Only the direction that you give, that much. Where from we get the directions? From the scriptures. What do we mean by scriptures? The teachings of the great soul like Lord Krishna, Lord Buddha, Bhagavan Sri Krishna, etc. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So like that, they have lived the life and they say this side you take the turn. Then you are safe. Safe means what? From where we are safe? We are safe from the birth and death circle. Again and again the circle of birth and death. So this is the whole process that we find, that we have to understand this much. Now it says, well, if you have to go on practicing, otherwise it is impossible. But remember, at the time of death, prayana kale, manasa achalena, the manasa achalena, through the mind fixed, Bhruvo yukta, bhakta yukta yoga balena chaiva. The bhakta, that devotee, yukta, united, yoga balena. Yoga bala means he has developed the to withdraw the mind from all other things and concentrate on God. And where it says Bhruvo madde prana aveshya samyak. Now you concentrate in between the two eyebrows. So your mind has come up to this stage, and there you are Parama Purusham Upaiti Divyam. And then you are going and merging with the Parama Purusha, the Supreme Being. Purusha means the being. Parama is the Supreme. The Supreme Being, you are reaching over there. So that is the way, the teaching. At the time of death, you have to bring your mind over here, concentrate on God. Now same body, same mind. Now instead of thinking of my children, my property, I am going to die, whether my eldest son has come or not, then if he is not coming, then I won't give him any property, and my younger daughter, she has come, okay, all calculation if you go on doing, don't worry, once again you will come back to this world and maybe in the same circle of the family. So that will continue. This is the way we always go. The Bhagavad Gita, what we learn this body, this mind, if properly utilized, then we go beyond this circle of birth and death, which is the cause of constant misery, sometimes little joy, most of the time misery. At a time of marriage, great fun is going on, and the groom is thinking that he is sitting on the horseback. The Indians, some of them, they sit on the horseback, they are going like a king, all the friends. That particular day he is the hero, and then afterwards it goes on so much of responsibilities, this, that, and all. I need not to say to you people, every time you can understand. So much so. If you love it, that is your life. Continue. But when you understand what for, then this is the thing that you have to concentrate. You have to turn your mind. So body and mind going towards that. One lady, our very close associate, our devotee for a long time, she has sent a picture of her mother. The mother is, I think, 101 or 2 years old. She has crossed 100. And this moment she is not in a good shape, but she is counting her beads lying down on her bed. That picture she has taken and given to us. So this is the training of the Hindus. This is the training of the devotees. Even at that moment, whatever is possible, how it is that she is doing that? Because all through her life she must have attended some of the discourses. She must have read some of the holy scriptures. She must have heard and thought and pondered and practiced. Constantly she did all those things. And that is why in that condition, when she is going to die, she is thinking about God. She is trying to think about God. So this is the way. And now from the 11th that verse, Yadaksharam Veda Vido Vadanti Vishanti Yad Yatayo Vitaragaha Yadichanta Brahmacharyam Charanti Tatte Padam Samgrahena Prabhakshe. Samgrahena, that means in brief, I will tell you about that Padam. Padam means that goal. Literally meaning, Padam means the feet. But here the Padam means the goal. I will tell you. To reach over there, the people, they are going on practicing austerities. Vishanti yatayo pita raga. Raga means attachment. Pita raga, those who are completely detached people. So they are not associated, their minds are not associated. That means it has taken the turn. About the turn that you are talking. That American brahmachari who has joined, the young man, I was telling him this thing today, and he was telling, oh, it is like a fork, it is just going like this. And so easy, and it's so easy. But the problem is, the car that you are driving is full with that type of energy that will take you always towards the samsara. Why? Because energy is Maya. You are thinking you are driving, but actually at the back, the Maya is holding your hand and driving it. So instead of going towards God, majority of us, we go towards the world. Why? World is so good. People like me, they love me, they appreciate me. I get everything. And about God, we do not know actually. Then he said, yes, it's true. My friends that now they are contacting me, they were not knowing that I have joined over here. And those who could contact me over phone, all are telling, have you gone crazy? Why you are there? Spiritual life, there is nothing such. God, absolutely no. So why unnecessarily wasting your life? So that is the advices of the world. It's not he only. Same thing happened to us also, everywhere. Majority of the people, they will be thinking about this way. And there are people, they believe in God. They go to temple and churches and mosque. But at the same time, when this type of thing come up, you have either the choice between the world and the God. They will choose world. No. You people are sannyasis, good. We will come and touch your feet. If necessary, we can give you some socks as a gift. But for my son, no. So that is the all is why? Because it is Maya. So here the God is telling, I will tell you in brief about Tatte Padam, that ultimate goal in brief, Prabhakshe, I will tell you. Sarvatvarani Sanyamya Mana Hridi Nirudhya cha Murdhayat Mana Prana Asthita Yoga Dharanam. And now it says like this: Sarva Dwarani Sanyamya. Dwara means the door. Now there are different doors are there in the body. They say Navadware Pure Dehi. There are 9 doors, etc. But mainly our Pancha Jnanendriya. These doors we cannot control. This constantly, as if it goes on opening. Now here, if you go to near to the gate, the door, it automatically opens. That type of something is there. So immediately it is getting open. You don't like to see. You are meditating. There is a sound. Somebody is approaching. Curiosity develop. Who is coming now? You open your eyes and say, oh, okay. Again you close your eyes. Then you get the smell, the very wonderful fragrance. Is it coming from that flower or from, again you open your eyes and again you satisfy your. So like that it goes on. You hear, you smell, you taste, and you see Pancha Jnanendriya constantly disturbing us. Those who try to meditate, these are the problem. And then not only that, the master of that is the mind. And now you said, no, I am not going to listen. So you close the room in such a way that no sound can come, soundproof room. And then sitting tight, and you have kept something on your eyes that even if you open, you can't see. A blind is over there. Okay. And you plug the ears also, I am not going to listen and nothing like that, everything. But what about the mind? He says, okay, I have the stock, I can enjoy from the stock. The fresh thing I won't get, but the freezer and the freeze I will open now and take out the things and eat from there, I will enjoy. Now one after another from the mind, things started coming up. Oh, that day it happened like that, and he said like that, why he said, the things that I saw, whether now so many things comes up. So that's why he is telling, Sarva Dwarani Sanyamya. You have to close the whole thing, not only that, mind also. Mana Hridi Niruddhacha. Now he is not telling in between the 2 eyebrows. At the time of death, you can concentrate over here, if you have practiced. Suddenly, okay, now I know the secret, let me enjoy the life, and at the moment of death, I will concentrate my mind over here. You won't be. Because whole life practice only can help you, otherwise not. So he says in this way, that at the time of death, and the 10th verse we have read. And here we find, it says that Mana Hridi Niruddhacha. On your heart, in the center, over you are meditating now, there you concentrate. And you see your chosen deity, your God, is sitting over there, looking at you, blessing you, talking to you, and you are offering food. Like that, completely you have withdrawn all the senses and concentrating on that, on the heart. And yoga dharanam, and you are united with the God. If you can do like that. So that Akshara, that Brahma, he is going on telling, and this Brahma, how it is, this small way he is going on telling us, because it is the Vedanta, he is talking about where I am going to concentrate. I told on your chosen deity, but yet the God is telling in the 13th verse, Om iti aksharam brahma Vyaharan mam anusmaran Yaprayati tyajan deham Sayati paramam gatim.
Sayati paramam gatim.
Om iti akshara Brahma. Now the Brahman is all pervading consciousness. You cannot imagine that. All pervading consciousness. And that is also known as Atman. Sometimes it called is a Shakshi, like that. This Brahman, how to understand that Brahman? Simplest way, Akshara Brahma. Akshara means the one which has never changed anything. Never ever changed. Akshara. Shara, Akshara. This Akshara, the eternal one. This eternal one, it has taken the Omkara, that is the form. And in one of our lectures, in the Sunday, the discourse, I talked about the Omkara. Why it says that it is Brahman. But in the beginning, when even the thought has not come, the word has not formed, that particular time the mind is getting that idea. So, Omkara, it is giving A-U-Ma. This Omkara, that is the Brahman, symbol of Brahman. And when you think on that, it becomes easy. If there is a form we can think of, there is a sound we can utter. It says, Vyaharan, pronouncing that, Om, 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 like that, just before the death. But now this is the Vedantin way of thinking, meditating. But the Tantra and the Vaishnava, they have the personal god and goddesses. So obviously the Vaishnavas, they worship the Rama, they worship Krishna, they worship the Vishnu. So like that, they can meditate on Japri Vishnu, 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 Vishneti, Vishneti. Like that they can meditate. Or Sri Ramachandra, or Krishna, Krishna. They can do that. Not that the Omkara you have to do, but here in the Bhagavad Gita, he is talking about the Vedanta, and the Vedantic symbol is Brahman is the Vedantic goal, and the symbol is Omkara. So the Omkara, when you are thinking about the Omkara, you are thinking about the Brahman, which is Akshara, which is eternal, which is all pervading consciousness. So slowly you are merging into that consciousness. You are going out of your body and mind. You are not having any other thought but the supreme consciousness. So this is called Yap Prayati Tyajan Deham. When you are giving up the body, and Prajati means that completely giving up. Giving up what? Tyajan, this is the body. Sayati Paramam Gatim. And that he or she goes to the higher goal, where Param Gati, supreme reach. What is that? Brahman. It merges into the source, where from it came. It came from that consciousness. Now the thing is, as if like when you are reading, when you are talking, describing, as if something going to something else and merging with that. Is it like this? The Vedanta will say, no, actually. Just you are getting up from the dream, that's all. You were there as it is. But in the dream you were thinking that you were drowning in the water. You are trying to swim. It is becoming so cold. Then the sharks are coming, circling you. You are terrified. And it's something you got in hand. It jumped on that. And you thought, oh, I am saved. And then you saw, no, you were just on your bed. And you got up from that sleep. What will happen? Exactly like that. What is mukti according to the Vedantic way? Knowing your own self. So when we are dying, we are thinking that we are going on meditating on Omkara, and uttering the word Omkara and thinking about the Supreme Brahman, then my body and it goes away, then I go and merge with something. No. Brahman is not an object. It is not an object that it is separate from me and I will go and enter into it. No, not like that. It is subject only. So what happened? It happens just like when I was having a bad dream, I was suffering, perspiring, trying to get out of that, and then when the dream breaks and what I find, oh, this is myself. That much. So it is always a subjective. So Vedanta means we are not going to go to an object that I am going to achieve. Nothing like that. I am that. Soham, soham. What is that soham? I am that. So that and I are two different things. I am that. So somebody found that the President of India, he is visiting. And suddenly he met him. President also walking in the morning, and he was also, oh, I saw you somewhere. It is very known face. Oh, I saw you in the TV. You were giving the interview. Are you not the President of India? I am that. Will you think in that way? The Brahman means I am that? No. The I am that means it is a consciousness, as again I will say, you are breaking the dream and coming to your own self, and you don't say I am that, you know it is you. Only you think, oh, that was a bad dream, that's all. So this is also like that. So Om iti aksharam brahma vyaharan mam anusmaran yap prayati mam anusmaram, thinking about me. Who is this me? The Brahman. I, the God. God is the Brahman, all consciousness. So then when you are thinking about me and then slowly break that dream, then you come to me, means you know your own self. Here. Then 14. Ananya cheta satatam yo mam smarati nityashaha tasyaham sulabha partha nitya yuktasya yogina. Now we have to understand, in Hinduism, always they offer two things. One, the personal God and Goddess and devotion. Another, impersonal, absolute conception of the consciousness. Now, according to your idea, that's why Bhagavad Gita is having so many different types of explanation. The Vedantin will explain in one way, Dvaitin will explain in a different way. There is a book published by the the Vaishnava sects. If you read that book, they will never speak of anything else but Krishna. They will never by mistake will say Om iti aksharam Brahma. What is that Brahma? Krishna. So why? So because that is also all right. As a personal God, I consider Krishna is all pervading, Krishna is the consciousness. But for me, Krishna. So I can understand this picture. The Krishna is standing over there playing the flute. I can imagine, I can see, I can worship. That becomes very easy for me. Nothing wrong. Good. But again, there is another type of explanation that you break your dream and come to know about yourself. There is also say. Here, on the 14th verse, it says, Ananya cheta satatam yomam smarati nityasa, eternal, constantly, nitya. Nitya means constantly, every moment. Smarati, going on, remembering. Whom? Mam. Who is this Mam? either personal God or impersonal Brahman. This Mam may be personal God, Krishna. Here the Krishna is giving the sermon. And today I was listening to a Hindi Kavi Sammelan. But these Hindi Kavis are not like the Bengali poets or the English poets. They write one theme, but they stand over there, immediately they think something and they say like that. Hindi poetries are wonderful. They are still there. But this type of there, and another one person will come and he will imagine something and he will say like that. Then he was telling my surname is Yadav and I am a Kavi. Then one person told, Yadav, Kavi, does it go together? Then Kavi means someone who is imagining, telling something. The Yadavs are supposed to be the warriors. So then he said, do you think the Yadav should be always warrior? You know the first Yadav who stood over here in this Kurukshetra, he was also a Yadav. And he was the first Kavi. He was mentioning about the Krishna. This Kavi means Krantadarshi, who can see. And then he talks about that. That is a different meaning. And here the Kavi means he is going on Hasya Rasha Kavi. They are constantly making fun about all this. Now the Kavi, this is Krishna, is true. And the Krishna, he has taken the human form. He was in that way a Yadava, but he was the Kshatriya. All the dharma, whatever form that you took, he maintained. But in reality, he was the God, the Supreme Brahman. So naturally he is telling, Mam, this is not only this Krishna, this is the mistake you always do. When the Jesus is telling that, I am the path, I am the way, immediately all people will say, Jesus is the only. He never said only. Did he say only? No. He said, I am the path, I am the way. Yeah, why not? Because he has discovered a path to reach God. So he is telling, I am that path. What is that path? Devotion, faith, service. It is not the Jesus. We have to go and carry the Jesus photo. Sometimes some people I saw on 24th December, they are dressing like the Jesus and truly they are crucifying themselves. The tremendous pain they are bearing and they are thinking, that is not the Jesus. Jesus means his ideas, his ideologies, his love, his affection, his devotion, his sincerity, and above all his renunciation. So that renunciation, tyaga and grahana, these are the things. I give up. What I give up? My ego. And when I give up the ego, the world also doesn't exist. The ego is associated with the world. When the ego is not there, what remains? God only. So this we have to understand. Adam, he was afraid of God. He was hiding. Why? Because the ego developed. I consciousness developed. So he was trying to hide because he was not having proper dress. The body consciousness came, associated with the body, the I came. Immediately God told, no, you cannot stay here. Go and practice spirituality. What is the spirituality again? I am not the body, I am not the mind, I am the spirit. So this way, we again and again we have to understand. So here it says, Ananya Cheta, without any other thought. Na Anya, Ananya, Cheta, the thought. Satatam, constantly. Yo, the one, anyone, Mam Smarati Nityasa. Mam, the God, the Supreme, the consciousness is going on. Tasya Aham Sulabha Partha. Oh Partha, I am very easy for them to approach to realize me. Constantly thinking of God, what will happen? You will transform to God. Nothing else. So that's Sulabha. It's very easy to reach God. Nitya Yuktasya Yogina. Nitya Yukta Yogina. Yogi means one who has developed the association with what? With the goal. What is the goal? The God. Nitya Yukta. Eternally, constantly. Now what will happen if you come to me? Now it says like this in the 15th verse. Mamupitya punarjanma dukkhalayam shashyatam napnuvanti mahatmana samsiddhim paramagataha. Mam upetya, when you come to me, when you realize me, when you know me, then punarjanma, next birth again. Why? Because now I know this. Again, let us go back to that same example. Now I have come out of dream. I am awake. I am aware. That fear will never come to me. The same way, when I know that I am with God, associated with God, I am that supreme consciousness manifested, then naturally I will never go back to worldly life. What is that worldly life? Again, another example we can think in this way. Now these little children, they are so enjoying. Of course, someone was crying. But these kids, they have come, they are enjoying, and the parents have brought the flower bouquets, they are receiving it, and all these things, they are so happy. What is that? Graduation. They don't understand, they can't pronounce also that. But they are happy that I am getting the importance. So that way, that life. Now, if someone comes from there and invites you, will you please come and sit with the children? We will also give you the certificate of graduation from pre-primary school to school. What you will think? You say, are you mad? How come you are asking me to go over there? My grandchild is there, you can take her or him. There is no problem. For me, no. I have broken that dream. I have overcome that. Just the way. Similar way, we will never go back to that life because we don't know, we don't want. We have understood that that is nothing. The joy of the children that they are having, we can stand and enjoy just because the children are happy. But if you ask me to share that joy, enjoy that joy, being a children over there again, crawling on the floor, no. So same way, enough is enough. So when you understand this world with all these things, with all the money, with all the wealth, all the property, all the name, fame, it is nothing actually. It's simply nothing. Then if you go to the Jesus and say, will you please come and take the position of the President of America? What Jesus will say? What Krishna will say? What Sri Ramakrishna will say? Somebody offered 10,000 rupees to Sri Ramakrishna and he chased him out. 10,000 rupees you are offering? Go. It don't come to me. This world, the whole world is nothing to me. The one monk was meditating. Is a very common that story. Then one king was passing. He was going for hunting in the jungle. He saw the monk, he liked him. He came down and he opened to, the kings, they wear some bangles, and the very precious golden bangles were there. He took out both the bangles and said, sir, please accept it as my respect. But keep it properly because it's very costly. And he kept at his feet. It was lying like that. Then something happened, maybe a strong wind or something. He was on the bank of a river. one of the bangles suddenly rolled and fall in that river. He looked at that, saw, but he was meditating once again, taking the name of God. In the evening time, when the king was returning back from the same route, and he found that the man is still sitting, but only one bangle. What about the other one? He got down and ran and said, "Sir, what happened to the other bangle?" He said, "Oh, other bangle?" He took this one and threw it in the river and said, "Oh, the first one went to there." The first one fell into that river. He threw the second one to show the first one. Why? For him it has no value. The joy that he is getting without the gold, king will never could imagine. And the joy and the anxiety the king is having with the wealth, the holy man can never like to have that. So this is the idea we have to understand constantly. Mamupetya punarjanma dukkhalayam ashashyatam dukkha alaya. Alaya means the house. Alaya means the place. Dukkham alaya. That is the place of misery. Ashashyatam is just temporary. It's not eternal. And again shall you go over. Napnubanti mahatmana samsiddhim paramam gata. Sometimes, suppose you are living in a second floor or third floor house and there is a fire and naturally the elevator is not working, you cannot come down through the stair because stair is also burning. Then you notice that there's a truck load of all dirty things. But that is the only place you can jump on it and save your life. For once you can jump on that and save your life. If someone else comes and, "Can you please show me once again how you jump?" How you will think? You will think of slapping on his face. You'll go yourself and jump and see. The dirty place I don't like to go. Once only I went without knowing that is there so much of dirt only to save my life out of fear. But enough. They are full of misery. I am not going to accept that. So similarly, if you feel like that the life is full of misery, then only this teaching will help you. Otherwise, it will help you again, but in an indirect way. This will be in your subconscious mind. And in your next life, somehow you will start feeling, "Oh no, this life, no, I think it is not good." And next life, you will be strong, determined, "No, I am not going to live over here." So this way it goes. Then when Arjuna asked Sri Krishna, what happened to those people who are trying to worship you, but they could not complete realizing you? What will happen to them? So they won't realize you in this life, they won't enjoy this world in this life, both are lost. Then the God replied, No. All this good work that they have done, the good deeds and the thoughts, it will all be stored over there. And in the next life they will be born in a very good place. Shuchi nam srimatam ge yoga brashta vijayate. The yoga brashta, he could not be successful in that yoga, but all those good thoughts will be there. Don't you think that? Why you are coming over here every month and sitting and listening? Why not your neighbors? Why not your friends? Why so much of difference? Even your brother coming from the distant place, he said, "Oh, I have come to visit you and today you like to go to the Gita class." No. You say, "Just enjoy. There's a movie is going on, enjoy the TV. I will be just back after 1 hour." Why you feel the pull to come over here to listen? The past karma. Why not your brother? Oh, Gita? Oh, that book is with me. Anytime we can read. But not today. Why? Because that impression is lesser. Your impression is more prominent. So, bless yourself. Thank yourself that we have got this type of idea, the desire to go and listen to the holy talks, to follow to some extent these holy teachings. Because of this, Abrahma bhuvanan loka punaravartino Arjuna mamupetya tu Kaunteya punarjanma na vidyate. Brahma, that means Brahma, the firstborn. That God created the Brahma, but Brahma is not eternal. Brahma is a post. If you are very pure and well versed in the Veda, meditative, God chooses you to develop His own creation. In every creation, Hindus believe that there will be one creation, Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara, and then all other gods and goddesses will be there, great soul will be there, and like that it continue. Then afterwards again it dissolves, another creation comes. Another Brahma will come, not the same Brahma. Another Vishnu, another Shiva, another all gods will come, Indra, Varuna and all those. All goes on changing. We do not know who will be the next Brahma. Just like any other, our democratic country, every 5 years, the person is changing. And the people who are guarding that particular office of the Prime Minister, in our country it is Prime Minister, here it is President. Suppose the White House guards, after 4 years, the next president comes, they'll be saluting him too. The next another person comes, they'll be saluting him too. It goes on for them. Who comes, they don't bother. The person is the president, that's all. We are also doing like that. So the Brahma, the firstborn, and down to these ordinary people, Brahma bhuvanan loka. These bhuvanas, so many bhuvanas are there. And according to the Hindu, there are many bhuvanas are there. Different type of creations are there. Everyone is coming back and forth. They are taking birth, they are dying, again taking birth and dying continuously. Only you, Arjuna, listen to me. Those who get me, understand me properly, they are free from that. Why? That becomes me. So that is me actually. So Brahma bhuvanan loka punaravartino Arjuna mamupetya tu Kaunteya Kunti putra so Kaunteya punarjanma na vidyate, and no more birth, think of it. So this is the way it goes on and on. But sometimes some devotees, they like to come along with the God to have the fun of all that. They are free. They could choose not to come, but they prefer to come along with the God. When the God himself is coming, they also like to come along with the God to enjoy that drama. They are not associated. They are not bound. They only play that as in the drama, and whatever responsibility they will be given. Oh, you are a king, you are a servant, they're okay. That is another type of people. Always mukta. They're completely free, but they come to support the God's play. Like the God himself is eternally free, just playing like that. Sometime even the great personality whom the whole people are afraid of, but his grandchild will come and ask, "Now you become a horse for me and I will ride on you." He becomes okay. Just to satisfy the grandchild, the great personality will be now crawling on four, and the baby is sitting on his back enjoying. But does it mean that he has lost everything? No. So this is Sahasra Yuga Paryantam Aharyad Brahmano Vidu Ratrim Yuga Sahasrantam Teho Ratra Vido Jana. This in the 17th verse it says, I see thee with diadem, club and discus, a mass of radiance shining everywhere, very hard to look at, all around blazing like the burning fire and sun, and immeasurable. Sahasra Yuga Parayantam Aharjat Brahmano Viduhu. Sorry, it is no. I'm making the mistake once again. This is the 17th. They who know the true measure of day and night, know the day of Brahma, which ends in 1,000 yugas, and the night which also ends in 1,000 yugas. So that is a calculation. They say the Brahma's one day and one night is 1,000 yugas. So that is a long time. Yuga, that conception. There is sometimes our Purana, they have given them calculation. So this is Sahasra Yuga. One yuga is a long period of time. Like that, 1,000 period. That is one night and one day for that 24 hours for Brahma. So Sahasra Yuga Parjantam Aharjat Brahmano Viduhu. So like that, Ratrim also Yuga Sahasrantam Teho Ratra Vidojana. So those who understand that, what is the day and the night? For us, sunrise and sunset, day and night. For the Brahma, thousands of yugas. That is for him. And we are coming again in that long period of time. Sometimes we are taking the form of the animals, the birds, the insects, sometimes inert like the stones. That also the lives that we have to, maybe we will live. Because of the karma phala, because of the thinking, because of the action. So the God is telling, be careful. Once you have got the human birth, once you have got the thinking capacity, should not waste it. Rather, use this to go beyond this circle. Abhyaktad bhaktaya sarva prabhavanta haragame ratragame prali ante tatrai abhyakta sangake. Now in this it says, at the approach of Brahma's day, all the manifestation proceed from the unmanifested state. Just this conception is very difficult to conceive. At the approach of the day, like us, when the sun is rising, a day is coming up, so whole world we can see. Similarly, the Brahma's day is approaching. It's so complicated to understand. So the Sri Ramakrishna said, don't try to waste your time unnecessarily to understand that. Rather, you have come to eat mango, eat mango. Why you are unnecessarily counting the leaf, how many leaves are there in that tree, how many branches, how much it has production, who is the owner? It's not necessary. You have got the mango, enjoy the mango. So here, the way the God is telling, just to make us aware, is not a day or two, not one life or two lives. millions and millions and millions of lives you will be living if you are not realizing me now, here and now. It will go on and on. So sometimes we think, okay, 2-3 lives is all like, it's not like that. The millions and millions time you have to live. So at the approach of Brahma's day, all manifestation proceed from the unmanifested state. At the approach of the night, they merge verily into that alone, which is called the unmanifested. So it is approaching, again dissolving. It is manifesting and dissolving. It isn't going on. And it says, Bhuta Grama Saebhayam Bhutva Bhutva Praliyate Ratragame Abasha Partha Prabhavatya Haragame Paratasmat Tubhavanya Vyakta Abhyaktat Sanatana Yasa Sarveshu Bhuteshu Natsyatsu Nabhinashyati. And this 19 and 20 it says like this: the very same multitude of beings that existed preceding the day of Brahma, being born again and again, merge in spite of themselves. O son of Pritha, at the approach of night, and remanifest at the approach of the day, as we were discussing. But beyond this unmanifested, there is other unmanifested eternal existence, that which is not destroyed at the destruction of all beings. Paratasmastu bhavanya Vyaktya Abhyaktat Sanatana. Vyaktya manifested. Again, it's dissolved into, beyond that, eternal things are there that you should be aware of. Now, suppose we go to see a movie, and we see the movie that is going on. We recognize the people, we recognize the places, we could recognize the trees, the birds, and these and that, hundreds of things. But do you remember ever at the back of that there is a white screen? No. Before the things are started, we see to that, oh, this is a white screen, and we know on that the movie is coming. That is our experience. But the moment the movie starts, we forget the screen. And when we come back, we forget that. We discuss about what happened, all the incidents. Here also. Eternally creation, eternally dissolution going on. Thousands and millions of years together, the God is reminding us. But do you know on which the things are changing? There must be something eternal on which you can see the changes. You cannot change because you are also one of the part of that. You are also constantly changing along with that. How can you notice the change until and unless there is something static, something eternal? I am that. That eternal consciousness on which all these things are coming. Up to this 20th verse we will read, and then we will continue in the next class. Sorry, actually, it somehow it struck in my mind that it is 11. So I kept the 11 continuously. It is the 8th verse that we are reading. Akshara Brahma. Here this is the Akshara Brahma. Akshara means eternal. Brahma means the consciousness. Akshara means unchanging. Brahma means that consciousness. So this consciousness, Akshara Brahma, is the basis of all the changes that is coming again and again, about which we just read, about which the Krishna said, and that is unthinkable for a human mind. Only one day and one night of a Brahma means Sahasra Yuga Parjanta. The thousands of Yuga, it's not year, 1,000 years, no, Yuga. The Yuga means the whole creation. Like that 1,000 creations going, then only one day and one night. There's stories in the Purana. The one person, he was meditating, and what do you want? The Brahma came. I want the blessings. What type of blessings? I must kill you, or something like that, he said. That if you are not there, then no problem for us. So we will be eternal. The Brahma says, okay, but it's a difficult thing. But anyway, I will give you. I am coming back after one day. Brahma's one day. This man was very happy. So he was waiting for the Brahma, and you can imagine what happened to him. Sahasra Yuga, how can he survive? So obviously, he went on waiting. Brahma never came back. But Brahma was not telling the untruth. He told, I will come back after one day. That means 24 hours. One day and one night I will come back to you and bless you. This fool, not understanding the calculation of the Brahma, he was thinking, oh, one day is okay, no problem. So many years I waited, one day. And that means Brahma's one day. So he could never get the Brahma. So similarly, if we think, okay, in this life let me enjoy, in the next life I will realize the God and it will be alright. No, it will be just like that. There is another verse, it says, Ya ichchati harim smartum vyaparantagatairapi samudre shantakallole snatum ichchati durmati. The person who is thinking, when all my duties will be over, vyaparanta, gatairapi, when there will be no responsibility for me, when I am retired, all these things will go, I will remember God. Harim smartum, I will remember God. Hari. He is just like that fool who is standing on the seashore thinking, when this ocean will be calm, I will take a dip. I will go and take the bath when the waves are not coming. Samudre shanta kallole. Kallola means the waves. The waves will never stop, and he can never take a dip into that. So he can never take the bath in that. So like that, life is like this. There will be all the time some problems, but use your mind, a part of your mind, always to remember God, God and God. That is the ultimate teaching. Thank you very much. Let us chant this mantra, and today the last verse of the Gita Dhyana. Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudramaruta Stunnanti Divyaistavai Vedai Sangha Padakramapanishadai Gayanti Yam Samagaha Dhyanavasthita Tadgatena Manasa Pashyanti Yam Yogino Yasyantam Navidu Sura Suragana Devaya Tasmai Namah. Om Shanti. 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 Harihi Om.